What's going on, everybody? TechBear here. Just wanted to bring you an update, do another one of these TechBearTalks episodes, and sort of like give you an idea of what I've been doing over the past couple of days, and what we're seeing now. So I decided to get into some emulation. So in this video, I'm running the CMU or CMU or however you want to pronounce it, 1.7.4 D, which is the Patreon build, as you can see in the window there. And I'm running Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've done a few things in order to make it playable. You can see me kind of running around here, jumping around, looking around. The game's playing pretty smooth. I have a cheat engine running. And as you can see, if you look to the right, you can see I have the speed hack enabled for 1.3 frames. So basically, I've been going through like a transitionary period, which is like something that like I do personally, not necessarily something that I enjoy a whole lot, but basically it's kind of where the things that you've been interested in suddenly seem really like not important. They seem kind of boring and things like that. And I didn't want to walk away from this, and I didn't want to give up on it. And, I had so many ideas that it was difficult to commit to a single idea and just go with that and just try to create off of that. So so I took a few days off. I've also been like very, very, very busy at work. If you don't know, I'm a desktop support specialist, and I am a head of a team of two, and we deploy PCs across dozens of different companies, and that can definitely put a little bit of pressure on me. But more importantly, I've just been like kind of in the middle with like how I felt about stuff. So I decided to get into the old emulator space again. I used to do a lot of emulation in regards to Super Nintendo games and Genesis games and NES games and N64 games and things like that, to kind of see what the big differences were running them. Actually, as you can see here, if I try to record Breath of the Wild in full screen, it fucking locks up and I can't actually record it, which sucks. You see, I just go back to windowed mode here and it's back to actually running. That being said, like if I'm not recording, like I can record it in full screen, no problem. So I'm trying to work around that so that I don't necessarily have to deal with that, because I'd like to be able to show you what I'm doing. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm using a graphics profile that allows me to run this game at 4K. And then it's downscaled to 1080p, which is the resolution of the monitor that I'm on. And it runs wonderfully. If I don't have the speed hack on, I'm typically getting 22 to 25 frames per second in the open world, and I'm getting a fairly solid 30 in like shrines and things like that. I went through the first one and got the Magnesis rune, and that was pretty cool. My thoughts so far are very positive on this. I guess from a guy who's played most of the Zelda titles minus Skyward Sword, because I fucking hate the Wii so goddamn much. It wasn't necessarily that. I didn't necessarily hate the Wii so much. I just didn't like the idea that they were going to force me into using motion controls. I'm like, I don't want to do that, and I don't want to commit to that. But I'm probably going to end up caving and emulating that, but I'm going to end up having to use either a very modified setup for my 360 controller, which is actually a PS4 controller that I'm running through DS4, or I'm going to have to, shell out and get a Bluetooth adapter and a couple of things to make the Wiimotes usable. You know, because that's the only one I haven't really played through. So like, I don't know, if I had to give this game a rating right now, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I think exploration, it's really cool. You know, just being able to like climb everything and you know, take weapons, and they degrade over time, and you know, it really feels like that first time that you played Zelda. And some of this is coming from a place of nostalgia. Absolutely. You know, if you don't like Zelda, if it's something that you've never really been into, I'd give it at least a 7.5 for those people. You should just definitely play this. I mean, the world is beautiful. You know, it's awesome. I don't actually know where this falls on the Zelda timeline, but it's been a lot of fun. You know, typically before I play this, I have to load like a 17K to 19K shader cache file, which allows the game to not have to compile its shaders during gameplay. And I mean, you know, as you can see me running around here, you know, it is pretty smooth. And I realize I'm kind of all over the place in this video, and part of that is because I just haven't done one of these in a while. But, you know, I really wanted to, you know, reach out to all you guys and let you know what was going on and the kind of things that I was working on. So, you know, maybe I can get this thing to work in full screen and bring you some more solid Breath of the Wild gameplay, rather than me just kind of running around in figure eights over here and jumping around on stuff, being like, oh wow, the world's really cool here, you know. But yeah, so, you know, hey, if you like the video, if you want to see more of these, you know, please, you know, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down, leave me a comment below, let me know, you know, how you feel about things. Do you ever just hit that wall and everything seems fucking dull? You know, does that ever happen to you guys? I don't know, man. Let me know. If you have any questions or comments, you know where to find me. I'll be right here on the Tech Bear channel. Thanks for watching.